The English Teacher YouTube channel, videos for success in English 103 and English 104. Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Teacher YouTube channel. Here with a quick video to hopefully help you understand how to generate some ideas and to start getting those ideas for your informative research paper, especially in English 103. Now what you'll see is that I'm already in SMC Wired and I have the Library Resources tab clicked. And what that does is it then gives me the list of all the databases in the library catalog that you can access here at SMC Wire. So if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see one of these databases, which is Student Resources and Context. And in one of the previous videos on our YouTube channel, we talk about how to access these databases, and this is one of them that I believe is shown in terms of how to access it, okay? Now, the reason I'm taking us to this database is because it has a wonderful area that we can just browse through different topics. So if I click on this one, it'll take us right in, and you'll notice that this looks a little different than maybe what you're used to seeing maybe in if you've been in Gale databases before, or if you've been to this database. They recently updated the format, so just beware that it looks just a tad bit different, all right? But you'll notice at the very top, you'll get kind of a featured topic. I think that's what they are, topics of interest, but it's more of a feature topic. But then we get this giant list of topics below, and this is a great list to look at just to see, is there information out there about a potential topic that you're thinking about doing? So you can click here, and then you can see, oh, you can look at decades, you can look at different countries, you can look at different books, different authors. We can continue to look like at the Olympics. You can even find something maybe based on like the Greek gods, right? Like Poseidon here. And when we click on Poseidon, we see, oh, we get an overview of this. And this happens with almost all topics within the Gale in Context or the Student Resources in Context database, okay? Now, most instructors don't want you to use this part, this overview, in your research paper, because this is just kind of a capture, a quick snippet of what the god Poseidon is all about, just like all the other topics would be, okay? Who he is, who he's related to, all of that stuff. The journals and the references and the websites and the magazines are what your instructor is going to want you to go into most often. If your instructor says use this, then go ahead, right? But what we're going to use it for is the purpose of an overview, the purpose of a starting place, that we can then take things from that and then go and look at other things. So we see as we read through here, oh, Poseidon is part of Greek mythology. So maybe what we do is we start to understand there's more going on in this particular topic than we thought, right? And we can then go outside the databases, or even start outside the databases using things like Google and Wikipedia. So that's what I'm going to do here. After you've browsed the topic, seen, oh, these are potential topics I could use, or you've got something in mind that you want to use, you can go to Google, and then Wikipedia just naturally pops up. If we were to search something like Greek mythology, like I'm typing that into our search bar. Oops, let me actually finish the search. There we go. Greek mythology, and you see Wikipedia is the first thing to pop up. Google also answers some questions for us. This is a wonderful way to get different avenues that you can then pursue as you're writing a paper about this. Maybe you started with Poseidon, but now you realize you want to look more into the area of how Poseidon interacted with other gods in Greek mythology. Okay, so that's one way. Use Google, type it in, see what types of information you're getting, what information is already available, and then try to find those in reputable places and run them through the CRAP test, as well as limit search results like we talked about then in the databases in another video. So if I were to click on Greek mythology here, you'll notice that we get quite a page, and it's not that this information is bad, it's that this information is produced in largely an open source way, which means that anyone can go in and change it. Now, Wikipedia is fairly monitored, but fairly closely monitored. However, things can change and then you can get caught in that trap. So what's most useful in here is the information as a starting place. You then take this and see, can I find this somewhere else? And in the good articles that are on Wikipedia, they're going to be telling you where they find this material. You can then start to look, can I find these things elsewhere, and then cite those. So you always go back to the original source rather than using Wikipedia as your source that you would cite in your paper. So think of Wikipedia kind of as an overview. So overviews are perfect ways to start searching for your informative research topic, because it provides you with really these things that you'll learn a little bit more about in your class as search terms or key terms that you search in the databases using the Boolean operators, just like we talked about in one of those other videos on the YouTube channel. Okay, so hopefully you found this helpful, and it will get you started on your research topic. Don't hesitate to ask Jen Zimmer, our research librarian, for help as you are working through this process. And of course, don't hesitate to ask your instructor. Check back to our YouTube channel for more videos, and we will see you all later. Thank you.